Hello! I'm back again for a second video today to tell you what is in the scrapbooking kit available for teens now at the Rock Island Public Library. These kits are available through June 30th, and I've got some other ones that I'll probably tell you about next week, so I'm going to do another video then and kind of get into a preview of July kits as well. Fix that. Okay. So, first of all, this is what the kit looks like. And inside, you'll find a number of fun things. First off, included some stickers. So there's I'll be showing you the ones I chose for my little scrapbooking thing in a bit. But these stickers, you know, I quite like stickers. I use them for lots of things, put them on notebooks, whatever. And there's going to be different ones in each kit. So, yeah, kind of gonna have to tilt this down to show you what I got. But here you go. So, just some cool, different sort of nature scenes, and then you know, sort of life-affirming messages and things on the stickers. So they're a lot of fun. You know, obviously you can find your own stickers, use whatever you'd like for your project. Also included in the kit, got some scrapbooking paper. And the idea with this is this isn't going to be like a standard size of scrapbooking stuff. Like with a regular scrapbook, it's bigger. You know, I think that's the dimensions. I mean, 12 by 12, I think, is what I hear sometimes. There's all different sizes, and you know, any video you Google or find on YouTube, it's like, oh, okay. You know, there's different sizes. There's different ways to scrapbook. You know, you can use a planner. You can use just like a regular notebook. The thing I kind of did with these kits is I thought, okay, sort of, you know, this is just something you can fit into a binder. So like a regular school binder, perfect for that. Also though, you know, different sizes of scrapbook paper, different patterns as well. So you can check those out. And, you know, also have in here a total of 6 sheets of paper. So you're going to get a solid sheet, 6 different colors, including a white sheet of paper. And yeah, so it's like blue, yellow, green, red, purple. Kind of in there. And the kit also comes with a pen. I know where the camera is. Someday I'll figure that out totally. And also just a little couple accenty guys like that. So the idea with this kit, got all this stuff in here. Stickers back before I forget. So you can make, you know, there's also these guys. So they're important to mention. These are like the little binder sleeves that you can put your scrapbook pages into after you have, you know, sort of decorated them. Obviously, I was envisioning this as kind of a different thing. But then this year happened, so it is what it is. It's a kit you can pick up. The inspiration for this, though, is To All the Boys I've Loved Before. You know, the main character, Laura Jean Covey, she loves scrapbooking. And so, kind of like what I've done in making an example, here's my example scrapbook page. I made it last week, and in it, I just did, I printed photos. That's a thing, first of all, that, you know, if you've got photos at home, you can use those. I printed some because I had to go to Walgreens anyway. We're still sort of in a stage of existing in this year where if you don't have to go to a place, don't go. You know, don't make an extra trip for this. But if you've got photos, you can print them. And on this page, you can see, I added this nice cat sticker because it's kind of a night sky, space, you know, space, sky, sure. And the photos are when my cousin visited in 2018. We went to the drive-in, the 61 drive-in, had a lot of fun, so just did that. It's kind of the great thing with these plastic guys is, you know, even if your photo's a little bit blurry, as this one is, yeah, you can't really tell. It's just oh yeah, that looks good. So I didn't put the exact date, it was just yeah, 2018 sometime. Actually, the drive-in sign gives you okay, it was sometime in that week. I think it was Saturday night. So this is just what I did, you know, photo, a little bit of scrapbooking paper, you know, little accenty guy right there, and you know, however you want to do this, you know, a lot of the projects I describe, you know, just make it your own. You can certainly get creative. As for photos that I've printed, you know, you got a couple options here. Like with the Walgreens app, like I have that on my phone, and that's how I print photos, because I still like having photos sometimes. Like, I mean, I look at photos on my phone, but it's nice to have like a physical print sometimes. Like, there's my sisters hanging out at a pool, and then there's like, that's not an awful photo, okay. There's me and my mom with my cousin at her wedding last year, and also got, oh, that's a good one, nice cat photo there. So, you know, if you want to print some, you certainly can. These are 4x6 though, and you know, I've also got some that are square, you know, the Instagram size. So if you want to print some of these, you can certainly also do that. That's kind of what I'm going to play around with a little bit more. Like, I've got some cool sunset ones that I like how they turned out. So I think, all right, that might be like the next page that I do. And I'm just going to kind of show you some different things. Like, you know, basically with the scrapbooking paper, you can use, like, I've got various sizes. I've got these big ones. You know, something like this, you're going to have to trim to fit it in here. But the idea is, you know, it could fill up like half the page. And, you know, just little accenty guys like that. You can kind of see there's like a cool, yeah, nice flower print. There's different colors of this. Obviously, there's so much different scrapbooking stuff in the world. So much different scrapbooking paper. But this kit just kind of gets you started, maybe, you know, if you've never done this before. Yeah, you can have a good time with this. And these are available for pickup through June 30th, so if you want to pick one up at the downtown library, you just need to call us, and you can do that. Let's see. So yeah, working with the glare here. Basically, there's like all these different textures and patterns. The paper we've got, the package, sort of summery, kind of fun, lots of different colors and flowers and things, but, you know, I think of this as being like a pretty gender neutral thing, because like if you just want to like have photos and, you know, record stuff that you like, you know, fun memories or like a cool place you went, like I have so many photos of sunsets. I just really like them, and sometimes I will print them. So, you know, anybody can do this. Anybody can like get started and just kind of, it's sort of, you know, you're making like a photo album type thing. Like, all right, I'm gonna scrapbook some memories, and oh, that's cool. Nice rainbow for Pride Month there. But yeah, I'd say this is like for anybody who wants to get started, you know, kind of the colors and just the project itself is like, it's fun. I would say especially, you know, if you're a teen and you want to like, maybe not remember this year, this has been a weird one, but maybe you do. Maybe you want to like scrapbook some memories of this very unusual year that we are having. So getting started, I just like, already got a piece of paper in my little binder sleeve. And I like this green. What I'm going to do with this, like I've got other colors at the back. Having 3 of these means technically you're making like 6 pages. Like you could make up to 6. Because like, okay, that's one side, that's another side. You know, this is one, but then I can flip it over and have another side. And then they'll all go in a binder at the end. But I also have, you know, basically with scrapbooking, you are going to need some basic materials. Beyond what's in the kit, the starter kit, you might want a glue stick. These are good for affixing things to other things. And then tape. Got some melted wax on my tape dispenser, but you know, looks cool and it works fine. And then Sharpie. I love Sharpies, so you know, you might want to use these. But the pen that this kit comes with, that's a good place to start too. So yeah, in terms of starting though, I mean, how I do it, and again, you can just do what you want, you know, kind of decide like what photo are you going to use, like that's where I'm starting. What do I want to pick for, like, there's kind of a cool photo. I think I might start with that. And for this photo, I'm thinking, okay, some yellow paper, that might look nice. And got a lot of different, like, in each kit I should say, 5 stickers. That's how many you get. So, kind of limiting, like that's how many I've got here. Trying to figure out though, like some of these, yeah, so Here's the other 4 besides the kitty. Got this one for tea. Because a lot of the stickers we ordered are sort of in like an outdoorsy camping theme, so that's fun. And then got this nice jellyfish. If you're a fan of the Adventure Zone, the podcast, and the graphic novels, then, you know, I figured, oh yeah, I'm grabbing the jellyfish. There's more, you know, like, basically we got multiple copies of a lot of stickers, so then there's a cool, like, Starry Night one. I think I might use this for that page, the one I'm working on now. And then, like, also this one, this is like another cool night sky theme, because I have a lot of photos from the drive-in, like from different trips I've taken there. And, like, the photos I've got, the ones I printed, it's like showing different times of day. So if you want to kind of do like a time-lapse thing, you could, like if you're in the same spot and you have photos of different times, you know, different experiences you had there, or just different like landscapes. Like mostly what I'm working with is landscape type stuff. And then, you know, you can just see like cool different colors for the sky to be. I like those quite a lot. So also, let's see what else I got. Oh yeah, this is cool. Just like a pretty cloud photo. These are the types of photos I take, and mostly they live on my phone, but every once in a while I print some. There's another, oh yeah, that's a good one. There's a dinosaur from, I think this Stegosaurus lives in the Milwaukee City Museum. That's a really cool museum. And yeah, just got this very cheerful Stegosaurus that, I don't know, I could go anywhere. I just thought, it was a fun trip. Print that one. I didn't realize when I took the photo, but like, cat's looking very contemplative here. This is like the thinker. So, basically, I'm thinking, alright, kind of start with this, you know, sort of have this photo on the bottom. And the way I mostly do stuff like this is, I mean, you can use glue, like, totally get into that. For some stuff like making zines, which I'll be talking about that more next month, you know, gluing stuff to other stuff, like pieces, is kind of the way to go. But for this, I'm using tape. I'm making a little roll, you know, like here's a piece of tape. Do that, and then there's a roll of tape. Then I'm sticking these on the back because then if I change my mind and I want to move stuff, it's easier to do that than with glue. So there's the photo. And I'm just thinking like, let's see. I mean, you can do it at an angle. That's what I'm kind of thinking for this. Like, I like the idea of, oh, okay, because the other ones, I kind of, you know, it's more, this is at a little bit of an angle, but not much. So for this one, on this page, the thing I like to do is kind of make stuff equidistant. So like this is like the same distance as this, and this is the same distance as that. That's just my little thing. You know, you can do it how you want. But also with this one, I'm thinking, got all these fun drive-in photos. Let's see though. Oh, and then I have another photo with a friend of mine. That's a good one. Hi, Sarah. I'm thinking though for this one. Let's see. This is like spring. You can tell because everything's still brown. So I could almost do like a time lapse of seasons. Like, oh look, you know, there's the drive-in in the spring, and then there's like summer. See with the glare. I like the photos like this where there's like something extra that's cool, like you can see the shadow of me taking the photo. I think that's pretty fun. So maybe for this one, I'm just gonna kind of do like this. Like, you can certainly layer photos, you know, you can have like one photo on top of another, one photo kind of covering another. And, you know, I don't have a lot of nighttime photos because it's hard to take photos at night. Although, when we were doing astronomy events, last year we did one. We've done a few, you know, at the branch library that closed at the end of last year. There was a thing I printed out about how to take photos of, like, the night sky. What the best way to do this is. Like, there is a way you can set your cell phone to, like, take photos of the stars, and I find that very cool. So, for this one, I think, like in the other one, I did 3 photos. I'm wondering with this one if I might just do like if I do this is kind of cool. Like, I like that I can see the moon with this one. But then there's like, oh, okay. Like, if you want to do, you can trim photos, obviously. Like, if you want to cut off a corner, you certainly can. But with this one, I'm kind of thinking like, oh, okay, I want to have like this little photo collage here. So I'm trying to figure out like what do I want to have on top. Like I like this, you know, the sky with the one on the bottom. So I almost think maybe I will do, like this is kind of cool. So what I've got here, you can see like, got the shadow, and then just sort of put one photo over the other, so they're overlapping. And then these two, you know, are kind of right up against each other, like they're all together on this page. And I'm leaving room for stickers on purpose, because I'll want to have stickers as part of, you know, these scrapbooking pages. That's the one I think I'm going to use for this. So the idea here is, you know, depending on what's going to be on the top, what's going to be on the bottom, just pick, like, okay, putting this one, let's see, that's going to go underneath. Actually, I kind of think I might use this one just because you can, like, see the moon in this photo. Can't really, it doesn't show up on the camera super well. But, like, with the other photo, it's like, oh, I'd be covering that up. This one, though, if I do like this, I think it's cool because it's like showing the same scene, but like at different times of day. That's kind of fun. But basically, grab some tape here. I'm going back to this one. Part of this, like another thing you might want to think about with photos is how do they look together? If you're using photos of like the same object, maybe you want them to be different sizes, or you know, it's like in this one, sort of a very different quality to the light because it's like later in the day, and I just love like the slightly, like yeah, it's like a pinkish orange there almost. Again, it doesn't show up super well, but kind of neat. So, I'm gonna go ahead and put more tape on this one, and there. Sometimes if you get wrinkles in your tape, don't worry, you can straighten that out usually. The kind of nice thing with this, like, I don't know, when I've done other scrapbooking stuff, I don't always like the really, like the thick, the raised letters, or, you know, like buttons and things that sometimes people will put in. I don't know, I mean, when I've used like the types of scrapbooking paper where it's like adhesive, it just doesn't seem like it wants to stick super well. With tape, I mean, it's sticking, but it's not so sticky that you can't like move it if you want to. So that's nice. And go ahead and, so yeah, again, tape, just little rolls of tape. That's how I'm affixing the photos here. And with this one, I'm just gonna do like, I almost think, so like I have these two photos that I've sort of like put together, one on top of the other. And I'm almost thinking, like, I might do, like this is kind of cool. I'm thinking that for this photo, I'm actually going to cut it in half because I really like this half of the photo. Yeah, the right half. Because like, again, sort of different quality to the light. It's a slightly different time of day. Like the moon's in a different spot, and that's fun. So, go ahead and just, yeah, this is like, I probably took these photos the same night, but just like, when you see them together, it's like, oh, that's cool, because it is a different color type of thing. And this is me, this is sort of a weakness of mine with collages. There'll be stuff that I don't want to cover up, so then I won't always, you know, maybe do the collage in exactly the way that others would do it, but that's okay. Again, you can just kind of do it how you want. And I'm thinking, I kind of want to leave this, like we've got a lot of empty space up here. So I'm thinking like this is where I put a sticker. And I like the idea, like in this lower part, actually, I'm going to move the photo. And that's the whole beauty of the tape. You can do that easier than you can with glue. And just be careful, like if you are moving tape, like you can rip the paper, but if you like pull the tape up slowly and just carefully, like you might just have to like reposition it on the back, but you won't rip the paper, as you can see. There we go. So with this, I'm actually gonna put tape on this one now, just so then it's ready to go and I can kind of see like side by side where I want them to be. And I'm thinking with this one, let's see. I'm paralyzed by choice, as one might say, because I have many cool things to choose from, but I'm thinking I'm gonna keep this kind of simple because this is just a demo. But here I've got this photo that I've trimmed, so you can just kind of see, again, like a little bit moon, sky, kind of neat. And with this one, you know, it's like more of a landscape and like a different color because it's a little bit, I was gonna say later in the day, but that seems weird because like the moon's kind of going the wrong way for that. I don't know for sure. Anyway, I'm gonna put these guys, I'm thinking like, I sort of like the idea that I'm almost gonna like angle this one like over the tree one. I don't know, because I like the tree, I like the clouds, but I don't feel like I need all of the clouds. Yeah, and this is kind of a cool... I'll show you in a sec why I have to move this. Because basically... Yeah, okay. I like this. What I've done, just kind of angled them like that. And then this one... I almost think I'm gonna like tuck this one. Yeah, this is good. Okay, so what I've done here, I'll show you momentarily. And again, this is just my little thing, but if I have angled stuff, sometimes I like to have one piece that's sort of like, you know, even with the paper. So it's just a little the drive-in inspired scrapbook page. I like to do those, obviously. And I just think like with the moon being there, that's pretty cool. Use this kind of Starry Night sticker. And yeah, there we go. The hardest part with stickers sometimes is like holding the paper backing to get them off. But yeah, there you go. Okay, yeah, this is cool. So just press that down, and there you go. And what I might do next is, I've got this little piece that I think I threw down somewhere. Yeah, I've got like this whole, you know, stack of paper from the pieces I put together for my kit. I've got this nice green, like this leafy green that is, again, reminiscent of summer. Based on the pages, or the pictures I've chosen for this page, like these two are like spring or fall, I don't know which, and this one's more like spring or summer. But the green is always good. Oh, and there's purple too. I also like the purple. What I'm going to do though is, I think, and this is another good thing about using tape instead of glue, if you have like a piece like this or just any sort of accent you want to kind of slip in, you can slip it behind. Like you can just kind of go between. There we go. Yeah, so it's like between the tape, but it's sort of like sticking it where you want to, like you can see how it looks. Like this isn't attached by anything right now, it's just like between two pieces of tape, and it's sort of held there by the photos. So I like that, I think that's really cool. And for this, I'm gonna kind of do a similar thing on the bottom, just do like a little accent. Like, might even cut this to be like a little bit skinnier. Because then I can slide it like between the photo part, like, I'll show you here. Yeah, one more time. One more trim, because then it will fit between the tape. So just like this little guy is gonna go. Got lots of little pieces. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Go. So this, yeah, I'm gonna kind of have to bend the paper. Basically, though, you get the idea. Actually, I might try it from the other. I've already got one on the other side, so I think I'll kind of stick with this for a bit. And yeah, there's a lot of like, you know, you're just gonna be trimming a lot and deciding like, okay, what looks good where, what do you like? And you can, yeah, change it as you go. I might move this like that because, yeah, so then you can like see a flower. Kind of just got, it's very light, so you can't see it super well, but there's like flowers on the bottom and then up top on the other side there. So I just like little accents like that, and that's pretty cool. And I guess another thing I might do, you know, I've got my photos and my sticker, but what I also might add, because I'm pretty sure all of these were from 2018. I just like got into an album on my phone, like sometimes I'll favorite photos, and then I know like, okay, this was from roughly that time. And one thing you can do, like I sometimes like to reuse the backings from stickers, because then it's like, oh, I've got this blank circle just ready to go. So what I'm gonna do, there we go. I just did like a little drive-in 2018. And then, you can add your own sort of flourishes if you like. I can kind of really get in the weeds when it comes to lettering or writing numbers or whatever. Like when I'm doing comics or when I'm making anything like this, sometimes I decide, oh, I'm going to make the letters bolder. And then that can take a little while. I can really go back and go over things again and again. And I would say with Sharpies, be careful, because they can bleed through, as you can see this is trying to do right now from the other side. So with this paper, there's two kinds of paper in your kit. There's cardstock and there's regular. So I would just say be careful, even just with a regular pen with stuff bleeding through, that can be a thing. So there's a little sticker I made, just a little kind of piece explaining where this was and when. And the only problem here is like the side is so slick it doesn't really want the tape to hold on, but it'll be good just for like, for me to like finish up right now and know that, okay, this is what I've got here. Again, I could like replace this with something else, but I like it for now. I sort of like, because it's a little bit 3D, it's standing out a bit from the other stuff. So yeah, this is just how, one way you can get started making a scrapbook page. And obviously I've chosen kind of like landscape photos here, but it was a good time, I think. And I'm hoping, because the thing says it's still recording, but it's having trouble playing this video, I'm hoping that you got some good tips from this, and you can kind of get started yourself with scrapbooking. So thanks for watching, and I will see you again next week. Bye.